This just in, Deshaun Watson addressing the media at Browns mandatory minicamp. Let's listen in.
It's been pretty good. So I want to thank the fans and continue to want to show my face in the community and build that relationship with all the fans around here, because I know that's most important in Cleveland, is being a Cleveland Brown and having the fans and the team be as one, because it's one big family. So I just really wanted to say that, and looking forward to continue to, like I said before, be in the community. And I'm happy to be a Cleveland Brown. This is going to be my home for the rest of my career. That's the plan. And yeah, everything's been going good. And I also want to say I know that there's still legal proceedings still going on. So I know you guys have a lot of questions that you probably want to answer or want answers to and want to ask. And some of those I'll try my best to answer, but at the same time I have to respect the process that is still going on, and I may not be able to answer those questions. So I hope you guys respect that and let the proceedings continue to work out. But honestly, it's been tough. Just trying to make sure that I stay balanced with my mental and just my social life. But I have a great family. I have a great legal team, and I have a great support cast here in this organization. So when I walk into the building, all that stuff is outside. I got to focus on football and my teammates, building that trust with those guys on the football field and off the field, and just really just coming to work, because the game plan is, the season starts and getting everyone on the same page.
Deshaun, since you last talked to us, the number of cases have increased. Is that surprising to you?
Like I said before, I go each and every day focusing on my tasks and being the best person I can be. I can't control what the other side is doing with the legal process, but like I said before, I just got to continue to just focus on being the best Deshaun Watson I can be for this organization.
When you've met with the NFL, how has that gone, and are you concerned with waiting for this decision from the league?
Yeah, I can't control that. I met with the NFL a couple weeks ago, and I did everything they asked me to do. I answered every question truthfully that the NFL asked me. I spent hours with the people that they brought down, and that's all I can do is just tell them and be honest and tell them exactly what happened. And I know they have a job, and so I have to respect that, and that's what we want to do, is cooperate. And they have to make a decision best for the league. So.
Deshaun, you've been very clear about.
When you look at all these lawsuits, when these cases, if they go before a jury, why should a jury that might hear these cases believe you over dozens of women?
I understand that question, and I definitely respect it, but I feel like with this environment coming off the football field, it's hard to answer that question, especially without talking to anybody on my legal team. But at the same time, I've been honest and I've been truthful about my stance, and that's, I never forced anyone, I never assaulted anyone. So that's what, I've been saying it from the beginning, and I'm going to continue to do that until all the facts come out on the legal side. I have to continue to just, go with the process with my legal team and the court of law.
Deshaun, you've been very adamant about your innocence and stating your innocence. My question is, these allegations have done a tremendous amount of harm to your reputation. Have you thought about a countersuit for defamation, because these accusations have been, very clear, very strong, and have painted you in such a negative light publicly?
I understand that, and I know these allegations is very serious, and you have to respect that and everything that goes with it, and it impacts so many people, not just me and my family and this organization, but people that are outside in the community, this fan base, people from the Houston fan base, anyone that was a fan of mine. But as far as that, I haven't got into any of that. My biggest thing is just wanting to clear my name so I can get back, being in an environment that, I'm most comfortable in, and that's being in the community and helping people and being that role model and leader, and then also being on the football field with my teammates and try to win ball games. So that's something that I haven't really been focused on, just really clearing my name and just focusing on doing what's right and being honest, and whoever I have to answer to, I have to give them the true facts.
Deshaun, when we talked to you, you told us that you would not settle out of court. Yet after that, a report came out that your team offered $100,000 to each of these accusers. So which is the truth? Was that money offered or not?
I feel like, there's a lot of articles that's out there and facts and things like that. There was a process that was going on back in November with another organization. So I can't really get too far in details with that, but with the process that was going on before I became a Cleveland Brown, that's a whole nother discussion to be
Deshaun,
had.
speaking of articles, the New York Times reported that you booked massages with 66 different women over a 17-month period. Does that number 66 seem right to you?
I can answer. I don't think so for what me and my attorneys went through. But at the same time, that's more of a legal question that I can't really get into details about. So you'll probably have to ask my attorneys and things like that to confirm.
On March 25th, you said that you had never disrespected a woman in your life and that you had no regrets about anything you did during these massage sessions. Do you still stand by that statement?
I think that question kind of, triggered a lot of people, not just women in general, but a lot of people from this, in the league, from women to males and things like that. And what I was saying is, yes, I never assaulted, disrespected, or harassed anyone. But at the same time, I do understand that I do have regrets as far as the impact that it's have on the community and people outside of just myself. And that includes my family, that includes this organization, that includes my teammates in this locker room that have to answer to these questions, that includes, the fan base of the Cleveland Browns, that includes males, females, everyone across the world, So that's one thing I do regret is the impact that it's have triggered on so many people. And it's tough to have to, deal with.
But as far as your actions, you don't have any regrets about anything that you've actually done?
Like I said, I never assaulted anyone, or I never harassed anyone, or I never disrespected anyone, or I never forced anyone to do anything.
Deshaun, what do you say to your teammates? You just talked about the impact that all these allegations have had on the greater public. But inside that locker room, how do you get these guys to trust in you and believe in you, and when all these things are out in the media?
I just be myself. I come in here with my head held high. I come in here, if any one of those guys need to ask questions or they have any concerns, they know they can come to my locker and ask me. But ever since I walked in here from day one, these guys have rallied around me and supported me. And if anything popped up, questions have been asked, and I answer them truthfully. And outside of that, we come in here, we work, we try to be the best Cleveland Brown that we can be, best teammate we can be. And we've had a lot of fun getting to know each other, and especially on the trip to the Bahamas, that was awesome. So these guys have also, came behind me and supported me.
Deshaun, how have you dealt emotionally with the constant barrage of one lawsuit after another and an HBO special and a New York Times article? How are you holding up emotionally, and what might you do between mini camp and training camp to kind of take care of yourself or whatever?
Yes, ma'am. I think it's been a long year and a half. I can say that personally, and just it's been tough. And since I came here and became a Cleveland Brown, I've been able to use all the resources that this organization have, and been able to start using counseling and talking with someone just to make sure that my mental is straight, and so I can be prepared to walk on this field and be as sharp as I possibly can. And I'm going to continue to do that and be the best person and grow as an individual, grow as a human being, and just be able to be the best citizen, best person that I can be outside this field, and also when I walk in this building, be the best teammate and player that I can be.
Are you open to settling? Determination is obviously not up to you, and both sides have agreed to, do the civil proceedings next year. But if for some reason it's longer than you would expect or think is fair, do you think that you guys would reconsider maybe trying to push it back to this year, because there would really be no point in waiting if hypothetically you're in that situation, just for, because you say you want to clear your name and you'd be in a position to maybe do that sooner?
I'm not sure, really. Like I said, when it comes down to the league and their decision, we have to respect that and let them do their process and finish their investigation and report. And like I said before, I've talked to the league, and I've been honest and told them truthfully of every question that they ask. So I can't really have no control on that. And then whatever the decision comes, then I feel like that's the next step for this organization, this league.
We got time for one last question.
It's possible.
Are you open to settling now? And what would it take to settle these?
Like I said, I just want to clear my name and be able to let the facts and the legal procedures continue to play out. So right now, that's all I'm doing is want to clear my name and be able to let all the facts come out in the court of law and be able to focus on that.
How have
that's
you
it, guys.
changed since this all began? What's different about Deshaun now compared to when this all began? How have you changed? How has your life changed?
Just being able to focus on myself a little bit and just figure out, how I can be the best human being I can be, best teammate I can be, the best son I can be, the best friend I can be, and just focus on that and just having, a smile on my face, walk with my head held high because I know who I really am, and just being the best, citizen I can be in this community. And from, like I said before, it's been awesome to be able to get out in the community, go to restaurants. It was one instance where I went to the movies with my girlfriend, and it was a group of families, probably 30, and they, bought us popcorn and invited us to a movie. So I thought that was pretty awesome to be able to get out and let people really know who I really am. So that's been, my focus is really just focusing on, Deshaun Watson and being the best person I can be.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson addressing the media at Browns mandatory minicamp. The entire thing, about 11 minutes, all focused on his ongoing legal issues there as you take a look at some of his stats when he was starting there for the Texans. Watson continuing to say that he's innocent. He wants to clear his name, that he never assaulted or disrespected or forced anyone. Watson signing a 5-year, $230 million contract with the Browns this offseason. That $230 million fully guaranteed.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.